Pryor saved it, even though it didn't look like it was going to be not there. Ball, and Lucetti spots up and hits the three, the lefty.
Control possession. Back to Desmondi, the jump shot.
Pass doesn't work. Guglielmo with the steal. I think it goes up court. 2-on-1 situation here. He goes to the right hand and gets it to go. Check, check. All right, sorry for the technical delay there with the buzzing in the video, but I'm Gavin Bicho alongside Colin Sharp with the play-by-play today. A little late start, but there was a tip, and Middletown is up 2-0 due to some, or 3-0 after an and-1 from Doug Madden. So it is senior day, so Portsmouth has the senior lineup in today with Vinny Zhang, Luke Hyder, Jack Balawa, Sam Balawa, and Owen Gugliotta.
Yeah, you love to see it. All the seniors get their shine on senior day. Some parents in the stand. Should be a fun afternoon.
Looking at the Middletown side, starting for them is Lenny Pina, number 5, Doug Madden, number 11, Andrew Bolano, number 21, number 22, Ben Connaughton, number 23, Timmy Robinson. So both teams coming out in the man early. Middletown up 3-0 in the first minute of play here on the Saturday afternoon matchup between Portsmouth and Middletown. Robinson working on Balawa. Jackla hits it off his foot. Pina recovers it, gets it over to Madden, the senior. Clock at 3. Hopefully they can call a blocking foul on the floor. Number 21, Vinny Zhang, the senior there. 2 fouls already on the Portsmouth early on, so gonna want to clean that up. Ball rotated back out to Robinson. The hesitation move goes up strong to the basket. Then got a foul there. Number 21, Ben Zhang, yet again. Electric whistle didn't work there for the ref, so there was no real whistle. That's going to be Zhang's second early on.
Something to keep an eye on. Robinson looked a little shaken up after that play, coming off that game-winning 3 over Tiverton, but could see a little bit of less minutes tonight if that injury persists.
Again, Portsmouth will be out. Tim Kolbeck will be out for Portsmouth as he's out for the year with a leg injury. As Robinson's first shot does not fall. A common theme this year is Portsmouth starting out slow and then kicking into high gear in the second and third quarter.
Yeah, definitely. And we saw that 26-9 run in the third quarter that they used to pull away from the Tollgate Titans this past week.
Robinson's second shot does go down. As we 4-0, early lead for Middletown. And they're coming on the road here to Portsmouth trying to pull off a victory. Balawa goes hard. They're going to get a reach and foul on Middletown, awaiting the call. Call number 3, Lenny Pina. Pina on the reach and foul. Gugliotta to a cutting Sam Balawa. Can't get it to go. Ball's going to sit out of bounds and go Middletown's way.
Yeah, you really want to see Portsmouth get out to a fast start. Although they won that game against Mount Hope by 20, they did get out to a little bit of a slow start, so they really want to jump out of the gate here and really not allow Middletown to take over early.
Middletown only played one game all year, and that was a game, as you mentioned before, against Tiverton, that 41 40 victory as Madden's step back shot goes and Portsmouth down in a 6-0 hole 2 minutes and 15 seconds in. So not the ideal start for Portsmouth, but they can get it back right here. Zhang working on Madden down low. Using that pivot foot. They're going to call foul on Madden. Wow. Benny Zhang looked like he definitely got away with a travel there. His pivot foot looked like it moved, but the ref's eye did not catch it, and he's going to go to the line to shoot too.
Yeah, kind of looked like he might have got away with something, but uses his size to draw a foul and gets to the free throw line.
Zhang's first falls, and free throws are a big part of Portsmouth's game. They don't take as much as you want them to, but they can make them from this charity stripe.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're a very consistent free throw shooting team. That really helps, and is why they're on a win streak right now.
Zhang converts on both, and it's a 6-2 lead for Middletown. 2.5 minutes in. Connaughton sets the pick to Bolano, who gets it to Robinson, who drives hard in the basket. The right hand finish goes down. Wraps his arm around there, gets it up on the right side and in. Middletown back up 6.
I think this Middletown team, on paper, it looks like a team that's going to struggle again. They lost 21 games last year, but they get a quality win to start off the year against Tiverton, trying to build some momentum off of that.
Portsmouth looking a little hesitant here on senior day. Player drives hard. The tough jump shot does not go. In and out. Madden has the ball on the left side from the pass to Bolano. Connaughton back out to Madden. Pena, the tough floater, doesn't go off the backboard. Rattles in and out, and it's going to be rebound controlled by Hyder and the Patriots. A lot of pump fakes on the offensive side here from Middletown.
Yeah, I think they've done a really good job of getting to the bucket. That's why they've got some easy shots.
And they're going to call an offensive foul there on Luke Hyder. Didn't really extend the elbow there, but put his shoulder down, and Pena drew the contact.
I think a rivalry game like this, you want to keep the calls tight. You don't want to miss some calls. Obviously, the tensions are running a little bit high because, Middletown has lost the past 2 games. So I think the calls could go pretty even on both sides here today.
As you can probably notice on the camera from the other side of us, you can see that we do have fans in attendance here. First game for the boys team, we had fans for the girls' senior night last night against, was that Unia Sanchez? And, we got fans today, so got a little bit of energy behind us. So it's going to be a little different today, and I'm very excited.
Yeah, it feels great, definitely.
After the missed layup by Portsmouth, it looks like they're going to call Robinson there with a little bit of a push off and extension of that left arm. Calling for the offensive foul. Subbing in for Pena of Middletown is number 1, Pat Andre.
I think in these type of games, you definitely see a little bit more physicality. Obviously, you mentioned before the tensions are running a little bit high, so we should see a little bit more contact between both teams.
Gugliotta, who had 20 points last time out against Tollgate, gets it over to Balawa. Back to Gugliotta. Nine seconds on the shot clock. Gugliotta driving. Finds a way to get up and in, but did not get the layup to fall. Seals it right away. The pump fake. Grew up strong again. What a play by Owen Gugliotta. Did not give up. Didn't commit a foul. Just picked the pocket of the Middletown rebounder. Found a way to get up and in for the bucket.
I think that's his blueprint. That's what makes him such a great player. He's proven that not only can he be effective in transition, he's not afraid to drive to the hoop, and he can be just a pest on defense to deal with.
His interior game has definitely been one of its, if anything, he stands out for Owen Gugliotta's game. I mean, obviously, his three-point shooting's obviously gotten much better, but his interior game, especially on the transition and down low, he's just strong with the ball, takes good takes down low.
Definitely. Becoming a very effective shooter down low.
The ball's going to be directed Portsmouth's way, and for number 21, Vin Zhang is number 4, senior Will Harvey. So, Coach Ochi giving the seniors their chance today, which we love to see it on senior day. Lenny Pena back in for Middletown, and for number 22, Ben Connaughton. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. The score 8-4. So not the offensive battle you'd expect or look for, because with this Portsmouth team, you don't really expect a big offensive showing, but just a great defensive stout performance.
I think for Portsmouth, I mean, they've taken some smart shots. They haven't fell yet, but I think their shot selection has been good. Those shots are going to start to fall. Just keep trying to get some shots up in the paint.
They're going to call Peanut another foul. A little body contact there. And we're 2:30 left in this first quarter. And as Peanut goes out, Connaughton has his switch again. But both teams have 4 fouls, so we've had a couple of stoppages early on in this game. So when we get down to the second quarter, looking for maybe some free throws for the bonus. Check that out.
Yeah, I think we could hit the bonus a little bit earlier than we expect.
Blau goes strong, doesn't get it go. 2 Blau's on this team. You have Sam Blau and Jack Blau, number 14, Sam Blau. Has been doing pretty good off the bench for Portsmouth. It gets the started out today for senior day. And we all know number 25, Jack Blau, who's just been great this year. Last year, he had COVID. He had a COVID tracing quarantine protocol, so he wasn't with the team early on in the season. But he's with them now, and I'll tell you what, they really love to have him. And looked like another offensive foul, but that didn't get called there. Looked like Andre really extended more than any offensive foul we've gotten all game. So don't know how he got away with that one. But Portsmouth has the ball nonetheless. Jack Balawa loses control and passes right to Madden of Middletown, and Bolano's going to move it up court on Harvey. Bolano, the dunk pass to Andre, doesn't get the layup to fall. Sometimes you get too wide open, you get frantic, you're not expecting it, and
Yeah, it seemed like he had a lot of time to take that shot.
just
And
rushed it a little bit. Here comes Connaughton up court, leading the Middletown charge. The left-hander doesn't go. Gets the rebound. Ball's on the ground. And they're going to call a foul on number 4. Indeed, number 4 is Will Harbison can call for the foul, fighting for that rebound. In for Doug Madden of Middletown is number 21, Sam Califf. And in for number 14, Sam Balawa of Portsmouth, number 10, Ori Abrams. We've seen no Hurd, no Lucenti, no Brady, or no Evans. So it's been all seniors so far in this one.
I think in a way that can help too. I mean, obviously, you get the seniors out there who don't normally have as many minutes as some of the other guys, but they get a chance to play. And then you also keep your normal guys rested and ready to go.
Also in for Middletown's number 35, Trent Sotillo. Abrams fires one from deep. Side of the rim, no good. Robinson racing up, and basketball now in my hands. Pretty smooth pickup there, I would say so myself. 50 seconds left in this first quarter. Portsmouth only scored 4 points, but holding Middletown to 8. So it looks like we have another slugfest in our hands. So
Seems like a common theme this year for Portsmouth.
Six on the shot clock. Robinson looking at the hoop. He drives the spin move. The layup goes. My goodness. What a play by sophomore Timmy Robinson. Looked close to the shot clock there. I don't know if he got it off, but it was close enough where he scooped it up and under.
That was a sublime move by him. I mean, that was just masterful how he was able to drive to the hoop with a little time left on the shot clock.
9 on the shot clock now. And the game clock, rather. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Ori. The floater at the buzzer. Flipping doesn't go. And Middletown up early. 10-4, Colin. We'll be back after a quick 2.5 minute break. Portsmouth down 6, 10-4. Going to the second quarter. Pryor saved it, even though it didn't look like it was going to be not there. Ball, and Lucenti spots up and hits the 3, the lefty.
Control possession. Back to Desmani, the jump shot.
give a thumbs up.
So we're back for the second quarter here. In for Portsmouth, we'll see Benny Hurd and Calvin Lucenti. So we have a junior and a sophomore, and so only 3 seniors in now. And Middletown will have the same group they did at the end of that first quarter. Portsmouth only scoring 4 points, Colin. 5 fouls. Not good when you have more fouls than points in a quarter.
Yeah, definitely. The offense, a little bit of a slow start. Hopefully they can get going here in the second quarter.
This Middletown team, led by Timmy Robinson, had a heck of a first quarter. A couple great shots and tough makes for him.
I think he might be their best player. He's very athletic, as we saw in that great bucket he had toward the end of that first quarter.
Middletown lost control there. Back out to Robinson on the right side. 8 on the shot clock. Connerton driving on Hurd. He slips the left hand up and in. They're up 12-4 early in the second quarter. Benny Hurd exited the last home game of Mount Hope due to a regular heart, just frantic kind of thing. That little heartbeat, frantic. That heart rate got up there, so he after contact, so he went out of that game, but came back against Tolgate and scored 15 points for Portsmouth as Hurd, speaking of the devil, drives to the right side, takes contact, goes up, doesn't get it to go. Robinson has the ball on the top. 12 seconds. Middletown taking the shot clock down. Driving to the basket, drops the floater, goes up and in. Now they're up 10, 14-4. We saw a lot of, in warm-ups, Middletown taking a lot of jump shots from behind the arc, but it seems their go-to today has been going to the paint.
Yeah, it seemed like going into this game with their warm-ups and how many three-pointers they were taking, they were going to be a team that lives and dies by the three, but taking a lot of inside shots.
And Ochi, upset with the offense, is going to take a timeout for Portsmouth. Looked a little upset there in the way he said timeout, and I think he's going to put in the team in here with Jeff Brady looking in there with no real big man with Tim Kolpeck out.
Yeah, I think this might be a game where not having Kolpeck could hurt a little bit because we've seen Robinson really dominate in the paint thus far. Jeff Brady, though, he's willing to step up to the task. He can grab rebounds on the offensive and defensive glass and can put up points for this team.
So surprising start. I mean, we know Portsmouth's not the best team starting out fast, but down 14-4. Their defense is what's been able to hold them on this year, and so far they have 14 points in 9 minutes of play. So not an ideal start for Portsmouth. They have the talent to really get back into this one really quickly, but it starts on the defensive end, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Got to tighten up a little bit on defense. I think if they can do that, though, they should have a pretty good chance. A little bit of a concerning start, but I really think if they can start to move the ball around a little bit more on offense, really start to slow down a little bit and calm things down, they can climb back in this game. This game is definitely not out of reach whatsoever.
Something to mention, I mean, they were not doing that well against Mount Hope, and they pulled out that press, that 2-2-1 press, which really killed them and got them going. So we'll see if Portsmouth decides to do that again this game. But down 10 early on is not the best start for the Patriots, but for Middletown, it's exactly where you want Portsmouth.
Yeah, definitely. You got to give credit where credit is due. Middletown with a great start. I mean, this is a team that had a nightmare season last year, but still can't write them off last year. It seems like a rebuilding year, but I think they want to do whatever they can to win. And, this does seem like a win but for Portsmouth, but there's not been a lot of continuity this year. Middletown's lost the last 2 games against Portsmouth. They want to rewrite the script here today.
Number 34, R.J. Wiggins in for Timmy Robinson. So a sigh of relief for that Portsmouth defense, someone who's been killing him all game long early on. So we'll see how Middletown does without Timmy Robinson.
Yeah, I think this is a key point for Portsmouth to take advantage. Robinson has been just killing them so far. Hopefully Portsmouth can get some points on the board and start to chip away at that lead that Middletown has at this point.
Bird has the ball, trying to work on Middletown's man-to-man. Vicente, the good pass to Brady. He rides up over Madden, rimmed out, in and out. Great rebound by Harvey, but the outlet pass is deflected, but gets the ball back to Jack Lauer. Hurd working down low on the paint. Goes up strong, draws contacts, and hits the line to shoot 2.
I think one of the most important facets of his game is the ability to get to the free throw line. He's a very consistent free throw shooter. Really helps Portsmouth's offense really improve, I think.
As Hurd's at the line, look at the rest of the Portsmouth schedule. They go on the road at Tiverton next Wednesday. Then next Friday they play Rogers at home. And then next Saturday, they go on the road to Coventry. They play 2 games in 2 days. They play 3 games in 4 days. So Portsmouth getting not much of a break there in that final stretch of games in Middletown. They've got a gauntlet. On Monday, they play on the road at Pilgrim, which is a great team. They play EG on next Wednesday, and next Friday, they go on the road to Coventry. So a tough 3-game schedule ahead for the Middletown Islanders as Benny Hurd goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. And they're going to call a travel there in the corner by Trent Totolo. Maybe look a bump there by Will Harvey, but they're going to call a travel first.
Yeah, it seemed like to me there was going to be a foul called, but it seemed like the travel might have occurred before that.
And if you're Portsmouth, that's what you want on defense. Create turnovers and run in transition. Obviously, you can't run in transition on a dead ball turnover like a travel, but still good to have the momentum on defense.
Yeah, I think playing in transition and really capitalizing off the turnovers were the 2 key reasons why they won that game against Mount Hope.
And the shot from Harvey is off the backboard, no good. A confident stroke there. Might have been one of the first shots we've seen by Portsmouth, though, that has been without any hesitation. He caught that ball 1-2, shot it, just didn't fall for Harvey. Sotolo has the ball on the top of the key. Wiggins driving, gets to the corner. Bolano for 3. Back iron. A rebound controlled by Portsmouth. I think they're going to call a foul or jump ball. They're going to call a jump ball there as Jeff Brady forces it. That's going to be a Portsmouth ball, but Middletown's head coach really screaming over there, wanting them to swing the ball. And it's worked so far in this game.
Yeah, Middletown's done a really good job of dishing the ball around, trying to get open looks. They had an open look there for 3, but it didn't fall.
And they're going to catch Jeff Brady there. We have a 3-second violation, but as we see, Portsmouth is starting to move around a little bit on offense. Players without the ball, trying to cut to the basket and get a bucket going. And in for number 4, Will Harvey's number 14 is Sam Blower. And number 23, Timmy Robson's back in. Number 35, Trent Sotolo. Before we get back to play, though, we have a timeout on Middletown. A 30-second timeout for the Islanders.
I think with Sam Balawa coming in right now, I think that can be exactly what Portsmouth needs. I think he's a spark plug for this team. He came off the bench and provided some scoring when he had the chance to really step up and make an impact last Friday night against the Huskies in Mount Hope.
So as we get near the end of this timeout, Portsmouth's still struggling down 14-5. And, defense doing much better. But when you get that stops on defense, you gotta try to get something from the offense, and I think that's been Portsmouth's obviously weaker part of their game is their offense. But they have gotten good looks today. They just haven't fell. But yeah, that happens. You have bad shooting games, but if you keep taking those smart shots, they'll continue to fall. But the Portsmouth is about getting those shots, right? We've seen obviously good shots today, but we also see some bad shots, some rush shots, some shots that just don't help this offense score easy points.
I think for Portsmouth, it's really about controlling the pace of the game. You just can't fall into Middletown's trap. You got to play your own brand of basketball. Can't forget about what makes Portsmouth a great team.
And as the play starts here, we're almost halfway through the second quarter. Portsmouth only scored 5 points in this basketball game. So a real low-scoring one. As Sam plays great defense there. Middletown regains it. Connaughton, the pull-up jumper. Rims out. And here comes the Patriots. Blau gets baseline. Goes up strong with the left hand. Gets the foul in the basket to go. Jack Blau finds a way to get the baseline. Goes left hand strong. He's got the and one. He's trying to complete the 3-point play. And bring the Patriots within 6. Sam Caleb comes in for number 5, Doug Madden. Jack Blau keeps 3-point play. I can set that for Luke Hyder, but Portsmouth now down 6. It's so crazy how much an AM1 can get you within this game.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's a type of bucket this team needs to try and climb back into this game.
It feels like they were down 20 just before that. Now they're down 5. They're right back in it. Obviously, they've been in it the whole time, but that really helps the momentum on the offensive side. And the steal there by Brady as Robson just throws it right to Brady. Hyder looks up ahead to Balawa. who lose control, but the ball sits out of bounds. Was a safe Portsmouth ball after being tipped out by Connaughton there. So some momentum on the side of the Patriots. Down 6 with 3:55 to go in this first half.
I think they got to get a bucket here. If you take 2 or 3, it really helps you climb back into this game.
Bird working the right side. Gets the blow out top of the key. Yeah, a solid shot there, but out to Hyder. 10 seconds the shot clock. The step back. The 3-ball. Side rim. Rebound. By Middletown. The sophomore Robson on the right side. He pulls up from 3. A quick shot off the side rim. No good. A quick shot there from Robson. Not what you want if you're the Middletown head coach. As Hurd. Trying to find work. Gets up to Abrams in the corner. He takes it from 3. In and out. And you got to say, if you got a penny for every time Portsmouth went in and out, but that one doesn't. Hurd splashed down from deep and bringing the Patriots between one possession. But I'll say, if you got a penny or nickel every time Portsmouth rimmed out a shot today, you at least have $1 maybe.
Yeah, it seemed like they've been really unlucky from 3, but fortunately that one falls for Hurd, and all of a sudden Portsmouth only down by 3 right now.
You got the fans behind us giving us a little momentum there, and Portsmouth actually has the edge here in the fans, Not used to having these fans here, but great to have them here, especially the parents for the seniors today. And it's number 23, Ogugliata for the Patriots, and number 35, Trent Totolo for number 34, RJ Wiggins. Looks like it was back court there. Robson steps in the front court and then steps back in the back court to regain the ball. Don't know how the ref missed that one. He was right there, but Middletown retains control. Cliff goes, they're going to call a travel there. That was blatant. He had the pump fake, had a pivot step, and then just took another one right after it. So,
yeah,
not going to miss that one.
No question about that one.
No hesitation there, but Portsmouth now within one possession on a 6-0 run. Hyder drive, the pull-up jumper, back iron. Good look there as he's taller than his defender, but can't rise up and get the shot to fall. Milano working on Guglielmo on the right side. He gets doubled, and Brady finds it off a steal. Hurd moving up court. The pass to Sam Balawa. He brings it back out, saving it from going out of bounds. The floater, his right rim, doesn't go in. And here comes Robinson, who seems to lead this Middletown Islanders charge as he looks to slow it down. Connaughton locked up there by Brady. They're going to call a 5-second call. And Connaughton upset with that. But Brady playing stellar defense, the junior did, and forced a turnover. In for number 20, Jeff Brady is number 0. Marcus Evans, the junior. And in for Middletown's number 33, Sam Little.
Although Portsmouth only down by 3 now, I really feel like the momentum is really starting to shift their way a little bit.
And Hurd drives hard, gets the contacts, and go up and shoot 2 free throws, it looks like. And Hurd, good free throw shooter for the Patriots, is going to be sent to the line. First one goes in. And here comes Calvin Senti in for number 14, Sam Balawa. So, getting a group in here we see sometimes. I mean, Evans in here, of course, in for some time. Without Kolpak, you see some more players cycle in, especially Evans, a physical player down low. And Hurd converts to second. And Portsmouth down 14-5, go on an 8-0 run, bringing within 1 over the past 3 minutes. Lasenti playing stellar defense on Robinson. He forced the turnover. Hurd up court. The no-look pass to Guglielmo in the corner for 3. Hits it to fall. What a pass there. And we have a timeout. Middletown, a full timeout, but Portsmouth on an 11-0 run up 16-14. Hurd drives. Goes to Lasenti. A no-look pass to the corner. And Guglielmo, the setup, the shot, it had to go in.
I mean, some things you see when Hurd does it just makes your eyes pop. I mean, he has the ability to do almost anything on the floor. Makes a phenomenal no-look pass. Guglielmo wide open in the corner, drills home a 3. The offense is really starting to evolve in this game. I think they've really controlled the past few minutes of play.
this team has scored 11 points in the past 3.5, 4 minutes, so could be the biggest span of points we've seen in Portsmouth all year. I know it sounds silly to say, but this team really hasn't scored a lot of points. I mean, the most they've scored all year is 64 against Tollgate, 62 against Mount Hope. They've scored 16 in almost a half. So Portsmouth, again, struggles offensively, but their defense helped them. And especially here, they've created plenty of turnovers on the defensive end, and it's helped them with transition offense and working that offense.
Yeah, I mean, defense always leads to offense. This Portsmouth team doing a great job of playing in the fast break. They're able to play in transition. They've caused many steals this game, as they had in that the Mount Hope game rather, and they're really starting to implement that stellar defense that they have, causing steals left and right, disrupting passing lanes. That's helping them play in transition and get easy buckets.
Watching the Portsmouth offense in the first, say, 12 minutes or so, you thought something's got to give. And an and one by Balawa seemed to do it. And again, an and one by Balawa, a 3 by Hurd, a couple free throws by Hurd, and the 3 by Gugliotta. So it takes just one of those moments to happen to have a domino effect on this Portsmouth team for that momentum. As we come back from the timeout, 1:26 left in the first half. Portsmouth now up 2, 16-14 on an 11-0 run over the past 3 minutes. We have the same grouping for both teams. As for Middletown, it's Sotelo, Robinson, Bolano, Little, and Connerton. For Portsmouth, it's Lucenti, Hyder, Evans, Hurd, and Gugliotta. Sotelo has the ball. Gets to Bolano. Robinson, 10 on the shot clock. We have reached a minute left in this first half as Middletown, 5 on the shot clock. Connerton, back out to Sotelo. I don't know if he knows the shot clock. And Bolano's shot to get blocked. They call a shot clock violation. A great stop there from Portsmouth.
Yeah, I mean, some exceptional defense. They're able to stifle Middletown's offense, get a big stop.
54 seconds left in the first half. Hurd finds Gugliotta on the wing. Who brings it back out. Gets it to Evans, who gets over the Hyder. A great find there by Hurd, but he goes to double pumps there and gets blocked. He goes up strong again. He gets fouled with the line to shoot too. Looked like Hurd had the easy layup, but took a little double clutch there, a little hesitation. Gets blocked from behind, but nonetheless grabs the ball, goes up, and goes to the line for shooting too. But great find there by Gugliotta. He drives baseline, finds a wide open Hurd on the block, ends up going to the line to shoot too.
Yeah, even though he missed that shot, still gets to the free throw line, chance to add some points.
And Hurd automatically on the free throw line. That one goes. And Portsmouth up 3. And the second one for Hurd doesn't fall. And without a lot of these fans, you can hear what the players are saying, the coach is saying, and you can hear the Middletown coach there, Kevin Lendrum. He's upset with the refereeing a little bit, how Portsmouth's got a lot of free throws and Middletown hasn't. That could be a concern for his team, but the shot clock and game clock separated by 1.8 seconds as Middletown should have the last shot here. The 3 from Connerton, nothing but nightline. Ties it up at 17, ending that 12 run for Portsmouth, but 5 seconds on the clock. Hyder, he shoots from 3. That one rattles in for the senior at the end of the half. Portsmouth up 20-7, end of the half on a 15-3 run in the last 4.5 minutes. Portsmouth up 20-17. We'll be back in a little bit for a halftime recap. I think he's from Middletown.
No, he's from New York.
Okay. Oh. I know people.
Okay, so he moved from New York and then like I don't know what it's called. Like,
Where did you live?
what?
Where did you live?
I don't know.
How many days? I still know. Great duo. The greatest twins.
Oh,
of course, in
stop.
high school.
I don't want to be in the background. Stop. Where did he get the height from?
Oh, gee, my firstborn child. I don't want your firstborn child. You should have. Yeah, I don't want your firstborn child. Here's the link that you can just watch.
I want that.
So he gets the height from now. Okay.
Okay, yeah, he
I know,
gets
right?
the height from his parents. Which I don't even know. 3 plus 2 is
He
5.
scored the 2.
What?
He scored 2.
Who scored 2?
Yeah, what's 2 points at Portsmouth?
Vinny.
Benny. Who scored?
He has 2 free throws.
Oh, so, but yeah, I think it's 20. Okay. Sure, Benny had a 2 free throws. And
He had, yeah, he went to the line 3 times for 2 shots. He made 4 6.
who was second in the game?
What happened? He didn't give her the ball.
Yeah.
What about him? Alec, you're needed.
And it's Benny, that's it. You do a half
Not all of them.
One more Benny. Mr. Riley. All right, so after the senior day festivities, Colin, we're back almost here in the second half. Look over some box score stats here. For Portsmouth, they're led by junior guard Benny Hurd, 7 points, 2 steals. And Onguya, the senior, has 5 points. And Jack Valawa and Luke Heider, both seniors, both have 3 points. For Middletown, Timmy Robinson, obviously doing work for Middletown. He has 7 points, 5 rebounds. Doug Madden has 5 points, and Ben Connaughton has 5 points and 3 rebounds.
I feel like for Portsmouth, it's been a little bit tough on the offensive glass. Middleton's done a good job of grabbing boards. I feel like you need Jeff Brady to step up, and he has the ability to, as we've seen this year.
Portsmouth up 20-17, ends the half on a 15-3 run. They're down 14-5 now, up 20-17. So an absolute just shot out of a cannon there in the last 4.5 minutes. Was not expecting that, but they tend to surprise me game in and game out.
Yeah, I mean, surprising run. The offense finally starts to get going. They're able to make some threes and really start to climb back, and they grow a lead. Unfortunately, Middletown kind of climbs back a little bit. They hit a 3 towards the end of that second quarter, but then a huge 3 at the end of the half by Luke Heider, and that's why Portsmouth is up by 3 as of right now.
A quick nugget, quick stat for you guys out there watching. Portsmouth in the last 2 games and third quarters have outscored their opponents 46-13. That's a 33-point swing there. So Portsmouth, obviously a huge third quarter team. We saw it against Mount Hope. We saw it again. They outscored by 16. They outscored Tollgate by 17 that third quarter, which led to their 14-point victory. So they usually come out of the second half on fire and coming out the gate strong. So we'll see if they have that same MO today.
Yeah, definitely. They had that 26-9 run in that third quarter against Tollgate. That led them to a big win, 64-50, the win over the Titans. So, and we saw it obviously in the third quarter against Mount Hope where they just blew the game wide open. So expect Portsmouth to have a big third quarter, I think.
We're going to be back after a quick break as the players warm up after the senior day festivities. We're back for the start of the third quarter. And we're back for some second half action here in the Saturday afternoon game at the Portsmouth High School new gymnasium between the Portsmouth Patriots and the Middletown Islanders. Colin, we've seen a lot of different things happen in this first half. We've seen Portsmouth struggle. We've seen Portsmouth succeed. We've seen Middletown continue to get buckets down low, and we've seen them continue to turn the ball over. So a mixed bag of tricks in the first half. So this second half should be an exciting one to watch.
Yeah, definitely. Portsmouth got off to a pretty slow start. Middletown started to cool off a little bit. Portsmouth's offense really starting to find their rhythm here.
The group in for Portsmouth, number 14, Sam Malawa, number 2, Benny Hurd, number 23, Ongulyada, number 3, Luke Heider, number 25, Jack Malawa. As Sam Malawa, the senior, goes all the way to the basket, rims out, but Hurd has the rebound. He pump fakes, goes up, can't get it to go. He gets the rebound again, goes up strong again, rolls it in. 22-17, Portsmouth leads by 5. Look at the Middletown side, number 23, Timmy Robinson, number 5, Doug Madden, number 22, Ben Compton, number 3, Lenny Pina, and number 11, Andrew Bolano. So Portsmouth playing a tough man-to-man press there, and they're going to catch Middletown with a 10-second call. So back-to-back turnovers for the Islanders, and Portsmouth up 5, showing that third quarter prowess as it did in the past few games.
Yeah, and the key reason why they were able to have that big third quarter, they continue to force turnovers.
Blau goes hard to the rack, gets the bucket to go. Now Portsmouth all of a sudden up 7, 24-17. As Middletown gets it across, Bolano working on Hurd. Finds Pina at the top of the key. Mad at the pump fake. The kick out pass to nobody, and it's going to go out of bounds. Portsmouth's ball. So 3 back-to-back turnovers from Middletown to start this second half is less than ideal.
Yeah, I think Portsmouth really tightened up the screws defensively, and that's caused Middletown to have a little bit of panic on the offensive end.
Blau trying to kick it the floor to go again. That one seemed like it went halfway down and then came back up, but the twin Jack Blau gets it back out to his brother for the 3. No good, rebound by Middletown, but I don't know how that floor did not fall for Sam Blau. If he was about to go in, just swirled out. Then Jack Blau got the rebound back up to Sam, couldn't get the 3 to fall.
I thought that was a good possession, really smart shot. Unfortunately, it doesn't fall, but Portsmouth, I think their defense can really get a big stop here, hopefully go the other end and get another bucket.
A blocking foul committed by Portsmouth, so Middletown will have a chance to stop the streak of turnover basketball in the second half. Madden looking for work. Pina looked at a 3, doesn't shoot it. A little hesitation there as the ball is back out to Bolano. Looked like he took a couple extra steps there, but Bolano gets the finish to go with the left hand.
It seemed a little bit questionable, but he does get away with it and put some points on the board for Middletown.
By all means necessary, 24-19. Portsmouth leads by 5. Middletown resorts to a zone. Looks like as the 3 for Hurd, the pull-up one falls. As they're up 8, 29-17. Hurd fighting for the ball. Oh, they can keep it Middletown's ball, but it looks like Hurd tapped it off the Middletown defender. Looked like it could have been Portsmouth's ball there, but our angle at least, but that's our angle nonetheless, as Middletown keeps possession, but Portsmouth playing just haunting defense in this full court press. They're called blocking foul. Looks like they have number 25, Jack Blau. As I mentioned before, Middletown going into that zone, but not before Portsmouth stabs him in the heart there, just going so strong to the basket, giving them so many options.
Yeah, I feel like that's a big reason why Portsmouth can really dominate in this game.
And Hyder rejects Madden as the Patriots are moving up court. And they're going to call a travel there, yeah. He picked up, wow, a little too quick with his feet, picked him up with the jab step, then went forward to the right side, but cannot do that. Elevated the heels off the ground. We have a traveling violation on Portsmouth, but dating back to that middle of that second quarter, Portsmouth on a 22-5 run. Puts them up 8 right now, 27-19. As Robinson loses control, falls on the ground. Blau regains it. He slows down the pressure a little bit. Finds a Cedar. Hyder for 3. Another rimmed out shot for Portsmouth. Blau, though, with the rebound. Sam Blau back out to Gugliotta. Gugliotta goes up strong and gets the contact. He's into the line to shoot 2. Look at the fouls on Doug Madden, number 5. Check that they can call it number 3, Lenny Pina. Didn't look like it was Pina there on the call. It looked like Madden there, but again, the refs calling it on Pina. And it looks like Middletown's going to sub in. And Gugliotta's shot goes in, and in for number 3, Lenny Pina is number 35, Trent Sotelo. Pina a little frustrated with the call there. Or either that or just the play in itself. Just a little frustrated with the game.
Yeah, I think frustration can build up a little bit in this game. Obviously, this is a big rivalry here on Aquidneck Island, but, you know, a lot of fouls in this game, surprisingly.
And Gugliotta gets both the fall, and it's 29-19. Portsmouth now up 10. It seems like they're up 30 because with all the momentum they have. And Robinson falls again on the ground as Sam Blau goes up strong with the right hand. Gets the layup to fall for the senior. Portsmouth up 12, 31-19. That's back-to-back times Robinson splits on the ground. Whether it's the court thing or just his shoes are just a little slick on the ground there on the rubber here in Portsmouth, but call a foul there. And Hyder with the hand check a little bit.
Middletown only down by 12 right now, but I really feel like, I mean, nothing has gone their way. They look kind of lost right now. They've really struggled to find their groove offensively after a fast start.
So Portsmouth up 12 with 4:45 to go in the third quarter. Again, exploding out of the half. If we look at the third quarter splits, right? Portsmouth was up 20-17, and they're outscoring this Middletown team 11-2. So continuing that third quarter dominance they have in the last two games. And even look like the EG game. I mean, they're down 6-7 points, and they got back within a possession. So the third quarter definitely seems to be the Portsmouth thing, but Madden hits a two from deep. 31-21, Portsmouth up 10. Heard the hesitation. He just bodies Bolaño down low and gets the layup to go and counters Madden's jump shot with a layup of his own. As an errant pass, though, Middletown somehow manages to get a good play off it, and they're going to go to the line to shoot, too.
It seemed like a broken play. It bounced Sotelo down low. Did not expect for it to go there, but he does go to the free throw line.
Going to send Trent Sotelo to the line to shoot 2 free throws. But the play in the second half here by Sam Blau has just been stellar.
Yeah, I feel like having him back really helps. He's a great player defensively, but he also chips in offensively.
Vincent Zhang's going to come in for Luke Hyder. Look at the twins, Sam and Jack Blau. They played 2 similar games. They both love to drive. They played great defense. And it's like one of those things where you take one out, but you have the other one in there. You're still going to have great defense from both of them. So, especially when you got 2 of them in there, it's just all hell breaks loose for the defense, for the offense, rather.
Yeah, I think they feed off each other. As you said, they're both play very similar games, and I think the effort is there for both of them. They're just 2 players who never quit when they're on the floor.
I have a quick timeout here, but Portsmouth up 11, 33-22. 4:12 left in the third quarter. Portsmouth really pushing the tempo, really doing well on offense. We saw in the first half on this side, they really slowed the ball down, tried to look for a good shot, and sometimes they got those shots, they just didn't fall. And that's what happens when you can't get your shots and you're taking a lot of time off the clock. You don't tend to score a lot of points, but as soon as the pace has definitely picked up, the energy has picked up on the Portsmouth offensive side, and they're just driving to the rack, hesitating, pump faking, and just getting good looks.
Yeah, I think they're really starting to score at will. They're starting to control the pace and the tempo of this game, and that's why they have an 11-point lead right now.
I haven't seen a lot of Jeff Brady, but we've seen some Vin Zhang. We've seen a lot of Blauers, and obviously the senior day again, the team of seniors in there, which is all good. We've seen Luke Hyder in there a good amount, and I'll say the only non-senior we've seen frequently is, of course, Benny Hurd. We return to play. It's going to be Portsmouth ball up 11 here. As Hurd has the ball on the left side. Middletown back to the man-to-man. Finds Zhang down low. He tries to pass to a Bilal who cuts it out of the way, and the ball's going to be tossed out of bounds. It's a Middletown ball. Madden has the ball on the right side. Finds Robinson. He takes one from 3 and gets it to go. So Middletown now within 8, 33-25. Trying to spark something of their own here, Colin.
Yeah, I mean, Robinson, he's kind of like the straw that stirs the drink for this Middletown team. He can be an effective 3-point shooter. The confidence is growing for him, and he's starting to bring that energy level back up for Middletown.
Seen a lot of movement on the offensive end here for Portsmouth. Can't seem to find anyone, though, but Hurd gets a gap, and the floater goes, and Hurd is just having a day today. He just Looked like he had nothing there, but found a crease between two defenders and gets the floater to fall. And they're going to foul here on Vinny Zhang. Of course, he had those 2 fouls early in that first half, so that's going to be his third. 5 fouls already in this third quarter for this Patriots team. Connerton gets it over, but does the pass to Madden is out of control. As here comes Sam Bilal. He goes strong, doesn't get the layup to fall. And here comes Timmy Robinson leading the Islanders charge once again. The bounce pass to Madden. He was up strong, can't get the open layup to fall. And Hurd is going to do the same thing on the other side. The pass to Gugliotta. The strong interior looks to get fouled and go to the line to shoot 2.
Although Portsmouth doesn't cash in there, I really feel like they're starting to stretch the floor very well. I think that makes them a very productive team offensively.
Gugliotta's the first to fall. And then for Middletown's number 1, Pat Andrews for number 35, Trent Sotolo. So Portsmouth slowly pulling away in this one, like they have in games past. And the second one goes for Gugliotta, so now up 12, 37-25. Connerton, who's led this Middletown Islanders at the point guard in the last couple of possessions, gets the ball stolen from him. Hurd goes up strong, and layup goes yet again. He is automatic from the paint, and has hit 2 threes today and a couple free throws. So Hurd having another great game on senior day. As Jack Blauer gets another steal as a pass to Robinson on the right side as he slows it down for Middletown.
I think for Hurd, he's really starting to heat up offensively.
As Robinson gets baseline, can't get the rebound, the layup to fall, rebound by Hurd. And Hurd, he's got the Sam Bilal for 3. Nothing but net for Sam Bilal. Now Portsmouth up 17, 42-25. They have exploded in the second half.
I think Portsmouth really starting to blow this thing open. Hopefully they can continue to preserve that lead and add on to it.
Well, you talk about Middletown, it's a younger team, and they're in it for a little bit, but they feel like they just ran out of gas here in this third quarter. As Bolano has the ball on the right side, trying to find Madden, who's guarded by Zhang. Madden, the tough pull-up jumper. No good. Another rebound by Hurd, and he's leading the charge again. He goes hard on Bolano. The layup off the corner of the backboard and in. Benny Hurd with another layup, puts Portsmouth up 19, 44-25 with 1:23 left in the third quarter.
I mean, this has been a delight to watch. It's been the Ben Hurd show today. He's completely taking over the course of this game and really just helping Portsmouth skyrocket offensively. This is one of their best offensive performances of the year, I think, so far, despite their slow start in this game. But they've overcome that, and now they are just cracking this thing wide open.
Talk about a slow start. They scored 5 points in the first 12 minutes. And ever since then, it's been a span of it's been 11 minutes since that slow start. We scored 5 points. In the past 11 minutes, Portsmouth scored 39 points. So that is insane. 39 points in 11 minutes. You don't hear that often. They're on a 24-8 run throughout the whole third quarter. Again, as you mentioned, they had a 26-9 run against Tollgate a game ago. 2 games ago, they had a 20-4 run against Mount Hope. So a 24-8 run this third quarter seems to be the Patriots' go-to.
Yeah, I mean, this is definitely a third quarter team, and you like to see that because games that can be kind of back and forth going into the second half, you never know what's going to happen in that third quarter. This was a tight game going into the third quarter, but all of a sudden, Portsmouth has completely taken over the course of this game.
I thought this was going to be one we're going to be on the edge of our seat for. Looking at that at halftime, we saw so many different things from both teams, but Portsmouth, just with the talent and with what they got on the court, they just seem to outrun this Middletown team out of the gym. Granted, there's still 9 minutes of play left, including 1:23 left in the third quarter, but it's going to be really tough if Middletown wants to come back in this game.
Yeah, they're going to have like a perfect game, I think, if they want to come back.
Will Harvey in for the Patriots, the senior, and Lenny Pina in for Middletown, and number 34, R.J. Wiggins in, as well as number 21, Sam Califf, rather. Portsmouth lacks a little bit on the press. With 1:18 to go in the third quarter. And the ball tipped around. Another turnover by Middletown. And the amount of times they said Hurt leads the Chargers, too many to count. But his layup doesn't go out of control. Shot off the backboard, no good. But here comes Milano. He gets hit by Balawa. Looks like he got clean contact on the ball block, but again, looks like his lower body contacted Milano on the layup. So they're again with a little blocking foul there.
Seemed like a little bit of a ticky-tack call. Could have gone either way. You know, a little bit of contact, but really still great stop by Balawa nonetheless.
Just great hustle getting back on defense and making a play, trying to give his team a chance to get a stop on defense. Milano converts in for Portsmouth is number 10, Ori Abrams for number 2, Benny Hurd. Milano's second hits the front rim and does not fall. 58 seconds in the third quarter. Portsmouth up by 18, 44-26 as Zhang, the great pass to Balawa, who waits. Can't get the layup to fall. Gets no rebound. The left-handed finish for Balawa there. Now Portsmouth up 20. Their largest lead of the game, 46-26. And in for Portsmouth's number 3, Luke Hyder. And for number 25, Jack Balawa. And Portsmouth going to stay out of that press, up 20 with 42 seconds left in the third quarter. Middletown have a little control there. A lot of control with the ball, but they regain possession. And Andre gives it to Wiggins. He takes the 3. That one's way long. Rebound by the big man Zhang, who gets to Abrams up court. Get Gugliotta. Gugliotta slows it down a little bit. 10 seconds on the clock. Harvey, the pass to Zhang, who's up strong with the left. The senior, Vinny Zhang, puts it up in with the left hand. 1 second left in the third quarter, and that's going to be it. After 3 quarters, Portsmouth up 22. After only being up by 3, they outscored this Middletown team by 19 points in the third quarter. They're at 48-26. We'll be back for fourth quarter of action as it resumes in a few minutes. And we're here for the fourth quarter of play. We have a whole senior group in here for Portsmouth. We like to see on senior day. We've said it countless times, but right now, Portsmouth up 22. These seniors can play, relax, and just play loose and have some fun playing basketball here on one of their last games at home.
Yeah, obviously they have a big lead right now. Hopefully they can preserve that lead, still continue to play well, play effective, and get a win here today.
We saw such an absolute dominant performance from Benny Hurd, the junior, last quarter. He scored 13 points in that third quarter alone. He has 20 in today's game as Gugliotta shoots from 3, front rim no good. But he has 20 points along with 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 assists. So doing everything for the Patriots as Robinson goes strong with the left and go to the line and shoot 2. Some other seniors we got on the box score for Patriots. Gugliotta scored 9 points, 3 rebounds. Sam Blau's got 7 points, 4 steals for the senior. An absolute ball hawk on defense. And Jack Blau has 5 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 steals. Leading the way is the free throw shooter here, Timmy Robinson. He has 10 points for Middletown and 6 rebounds. So doing some work for the Islanders as a sophomore.
Yeah, definitely. But I think Portsmouth's done a really good job of disrupting his gameplay. He seemed a little out of sync today, and Portsmouth doing a very good job of getting him out of rhythm.
Really pushing the pace, and I think Portsmouth, if they just keep pushing the pace against every team they play, they have a chance to have a good time on offense. I mean, we've seen them slow the ball down, obviously, when your offense set up, get some plays running, but it seems as when this team runs quickly, not force things, but just tries to find the quick passes, swing the ball quickly, create movement on the defense, to create them to shift. You find a hole in the defense, go up strong, get a layup. And they're going to blocking foul there before the ball's ticked away. And in for number 5, Doug Madden, is number 22, Ben Connaughton. Check that, number 22, Ben Connaughton's going to be in for number 34, R.J. Wiggins. Abrams has the ball, top of the key. A little in and out move. Tries to get to the corner, but that ball's stolen by Timmy Robinson. Here comes Bolano, who creates space. The left-hand layup goes down for the Islanders. 48-28, a 20-point lead. Portsmouth with 7 minutes to go in this ball game. Hyder, wide open from 3. That one's hit nothing but net. He's hit a few of those today. And when you're that open, there's no other chance to hit that ball and go to the hoop.
He's been a very efficient three-point shooter today. Hit a couple of huge threes in this game for Portsmouth.
And Will Harvey there trying to go for the back tap on the defensive side there. Then they called for a reach-in foul, though. A little bit of contact. And here comes number 14, Sam Blau, for number 23, Gugliotta. So not the last game for the Patriots at home, but we're celebrating them today. Their last home game is Friday the 12th as they host another rival, so to speak, on the Roger Vikings. The front half of the 1-1 goes for Timmy Robinson. The second free throw falls, and the score's 51-30, a 21-point advantage to the Patriots on this Saturday afternoon game here in Portsmouth. In for Middletown's number 24, Jack Duke. And Vinny's 3. He squares one up, but does not go in. Robson, the behind the back to Duke. His 3 doesn't go. And here comes Balawa. Just the confidence you can see in the young man. The pass to Vincent Zhang, though, gets intercepted by Madden, who gets it back to Robinson. Back out to Duke. He can take a 3 again. He hits front rim again. And Harvey jumps up there to get the rebound. And these seniors here for Portsmouth are just running all over the court. Ball slipped out of bounds and stay Portsmouth ball. Higher to the pump fake. He brings it back out. 16 on the shot clock. Harvey gets the pass in the corner. Abrams tries to go baseline, but ball's tipped out of bounds. It's going to go off him to go Middletown's way. So 5:39 left in this game. Portsmouth up 21. Looks like it is a wrap here, but Still 5.5 minutes for Middletown to try to get some work. Robinson opens another 10-second call there. Took his time a little bit, but came very close to another 10-second call. I saw the ref counting there. The behind the back from Madden. Brings it back out. Can't get anything to do with it. Robson goes strong, and Balawa tries to take a charge, but no contact there, and the ball's tipped out of bounds. And it's going to go to Portsmouth's ball.
I think Balawi did a great job on defense there. Seemed like he could have drawn a foul. Unfortunately, the call does not go his way.
Something I've always thought is odd is there's no restricted area in high school basketball. So you might not see as many calls of charges in the paint because there's no restricted area because essentially you can just line up a charge wherever you want in that paint, which is, you know, it's not good for the big men who go up strong. You're going to get a charge call every time. So you see those refs really are a little more lenient down low on the post on those charge calls due to there's no restricted, but Blau goes strong with the right hand and gets the basket to go 53-30. Portsmouth leads. I feel like the offensive style for both teams has switched as Robinson C3 doesn't go. Rebound by Abrams, and he moves it up court. He continues to go strong, tries to slip it up and under, does not get it to go. Hits the bottom of the backboard. And again comes Robinson. He goes up strong with the left hand, weaves it in, and gets the basket to go down. The lead Portsmouth back down to 21. But I was saying earlier, it's like the style switched. Middletown now slowing it down and trying to find a shot, but as nothing's going for them early, as they were going fast in that first half, attacking the rim, while Portsmouth started slow in the first half. Spread the offense a lot, took a lot of time, and it's going fast in the second half. But talk about a shooter. Number 3, Luke Hyder, hits another 3. That's his third on the day, and Portsmouth up 24, 56-32.
Now, Hyder has been unconscious from 3 in this game. It seems like he's going to find the back of the net on every 3 he takes from beyond the arc.
I think just the confidence, just playing loose and playing lax basketball here, up 24 on senior day. Parents in attendance, fans in attendance. And golf out there, number 21, Vince Zhang. That's his 4th, so one more and he's gone. But 3:30 left as sends Doug Madden to the line to shoot 2. Madden goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. With 3.5 minutes to go, Portsmouth up 22. Zhang goes all the way to the basket. Strong, get the foul, didn't get the basket to go, but Madden really trying to get that pass, playing very aggressive, misses it, leaves an easy lane for Zhang.
Yeah, he left Zhang wide open. He's able to drive to the lane. Unfortunately, that shot does not fall, but gets to the free throw line. Chance to add on to their lead here.
Now, I don't want to jinx both teams as Zhang gets the first one to go, but we've seen a couple sloppy games the past couple. I mean, we've seen a lot of turnovers early, the ball on the ground, bodies flying everywhere, but even Middletown being down 23 at the point, yeah, in this fourth quarter, we've seen a clean basketball, not a lot of turnovers. We've seen a back and forth effort here. Portsmouth is up 20 going into the third quarter, and that's only a 23-point lead. So we played to see some clean basketball in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like that would probably not have happened had they, not had that great third quarter. That I think third quarter really helped them ease into this fourth quarter and not have to be in a dogfight. And that, this usually can be a dogfight because it's such a rivalry here.
Madden finds a space in the paint and gets the layup to go. And Portsmouth lead again, back to 22. The kick out to Abrams. Abrams for 3. Side of the rim, no. Rebound by Madden. He's going to push up the court. He passes it to an open Andrade who goes up with the right hand. Scoop shot, and it goes down. Middletown giving a little full court pressure here. A little man-to-man full court pressure. They're trying to double, it looks like, as Zhang looked at a 3, got by. Back to Hyder. He set backs for 3. Does that one fall? No, it does not. Rebound by Zhang. He gets it. Kicks it back out to Sam Balawa. The confidence, the stroke, the 3. Nothing but nylon for Sam Balawa.
I must say his confidence has really grown. I think this year he's taken some shots he normally wouldn't have, and he's really starting to connect on a large number of them.
And Rob's going to go strong, draw the contact there on number 4, Will Harvey. We've seen 10 fouls for Portsmouth, so unlike them, usually you're not a fouling team, but Middletown are really driving hard at the basket nonetheless and getting those foul calls. A little long there on the first free throw. Robinson can't get any to fall, and Hyder pushing the pace and to slow it down a little bit. Harvey pulls up, 3. Doesn't get it to go. Really looking for his first points of the season there. Couldn't get the jumper to go. And open Bolaño, the lefty, shoots the 3, rimmed out. Maybe just that side of the court. Both teams seem to get the ball. Looks like there's a lid on the hoop on that side of the court. Portsmouth facing the first half. A great pass by Harvey. Zhang for 3. Back rim, no good. As Robinson gets the ball, front court. And Bolawa, what a play. Tips it from behind and loses control, and Hyder gets it. He goes behind the back and clears it. And it's going to be a 3-on-2 for Portsmouth. Back out to Zhang. Zhang, a 3. He gets that one to fall. The big man, Vinny Zhang, hits that 3 on senior day. Portsmouth goes up 26, 64-38. Everything working for the Patriots in the second half.
Yeah, I know. Everything has gone their way in the second half. You'd love to see the big man, Vinny Zhang, knock down a 3. That play wouldn't have happened without Sam Blau causing that steal. It's been really fun to watch him and Robinson go toe-to-toe on defense.
And it's the effort there. You saw him claw back routes and seemed to have a wide open lane there, but Blau gets right in front of him, taps it. Luke Hyder gets the ball, finds an open Zhang for 3. Bolano takes his chances out of 3 ball. Rebound by Ori Abrams, and it looks like Portsmouth might be slowing it down. No, turnover there by Portsmouth. As here comes Bolano, the lefty. The bounce pass to Madden. And the ball turnover again. Ball controlled by Abrams. And Balawa has the ball to pass to Hyder. He goes hard with the right hand, doesn't get it to go. Rebound tipped around. That's going to be controlled by none else but Sam Balawa. Harvey gets it. Takes the pull-up jumper, but they're going to call an extra step there on him. It's a fouling violation. 27.5 seconds left. Portsmouth up 26, 64-38. So you look at a team that scored 20 points in the first half, 5 in the first 12 minutes. They scored 44 second half points.
I mean, this team is a second half team. They always utilize that third quarter to help them grow a giant lead, and we've seen that in the Mount Hope game, and we saw that here today against Middletown.
Looks like Middletown's going to slow it down and probably take most of this clock off as Milano goes and get fouled. He's going to last 2 with 9.5 seconds left. Before we end this broadcast, give a shout out to statistician Julia Durant, cameraman Andrew Reddy, Alec Darminio, producer Mr. Riley, who runs the whole organization, and as well as Mr. Costa over there in the desk over there, and of course Colin Struckman alongside me. And there goes number 21 Vin Zhang on senior day, and in for him is number 25 Jack Balawa.
Zhang had a great game. I mean, this is a guy who can grab rebounds. Maybe he gets even more minutes with his performance that he had today.
A very entertaining game to watch today, Colin. I mean, it was a great back-and-forth game in that first half. Both teams seemed to be struggling. Middletown obviously had a hot start, but then slowed down a little bit. But by halftime, it was 2017. You had a back-and-forth game. And then we just had Portsmouth shoot lights out in the third quarter, just drive hard and play great basketball. And that's what they're going to need going in this final push where they play Tiverton, Rogers, and Coventry, a couple of tough teams.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need that. Those are some games where if you don't have your best game, it could hurt you at the end of the day. Coventry is a very good team. Could be a tough game coming up.
And that's going to be the final here from Portsmouth, 64-41 in this crosstown rivalry. Portsmouth takes the victory by 23 points on senior day. We'll be back in a quick second for a little post-game recap. So as fans begin to funnel out, Portsmouth taking the 64-41 victory over their rival Middletown here. And it was just a valiant effort from all sides of Portsmouth. I mean, we had a lot of scorers here today on the Portsmouth side. I mean, Benny Hurd, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 assists. So doing everything, just 3 quarters of play. Sam Balawa, a great game. We mentioned him a lot today. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds, 4 steals of his own. Gugliotta, 9 points, 4 rebounds. Hyder with 3 threes, 9 points, 3 rebounds. Jack Balawa had 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 steals. And Vincent Zhang, a 3 in the corner, especially in that fourth quarter. He finished with 9 points and 2 rebounds. Looking on the Middletown side of things, Timmy Robinson finished with 14 points, 8 rebounds. Doug Madden had 13 points and 6 rebounds. And Ben Connerton had 5 points.
Yeah, for Portsmouth, I mean, it was Benny Hurd taking over, but the seniors really had a great day. Some guys like Vinny Zhang, Sam Balawa, that don't get the normal minutes as the starters. They're usually key bench pieces, but they were some big contributors today for this Portsmouth Patriots offense.
Talk about the seniors. Both Balawas, Gugliotta, Hyder, Zhang, they combined for 44 points in this offensive attack. I mean, out of 64, when 5 of your seniors score 44, I mean, that's good stuff, especially on senior day. It's good for them to, have a great game, that final one, a last go, so to speak, for these players who played here for the last 4 years or how many years it's been, but on the team as a senior. So good to have a great day on senior day, as they were really down early, and they fought back in that second quarter, late in that second quarter, and especially that third quarter where they outscored Middletown by 20 points, or 19 points rather, and then just held on to the end to win by 23.
Yeah, they were pretty much in complete control after that third quarter. Really didn't have to stress about that fourth quarter, but just an all-around great effort. Love to see the seniors go out there and just ball out. Some guys that don't get the shine that the stars do really chip in and be key factors in their blowout win over the Islanders here today.
Portsmouth's next matchup is next Wednesday, the 10th, at Tiverton. So they'll go on the road there. Then our last home game for WPHS Live, you'll hear us next Friday night at Rogers. So that's the 12th of February. And then they end their season on Saturday, the day after, as they go on the road to face the Okers of Coventry. That's going to do it for our broadcast today. I'm Gavin Mutual alongside Colin Struckman. Thank you for listening, and have a good afternoon.